welcome back to my channel. Well, tonight I'm going to make a simple yellow cake, and it's fluffy, and there's the only fat in it is heavy whipping cream, and I actually have some that I need to use. So I thought, let's do this. You can use it as a strawberry shortcake, you can eat it plain, you can do whatever. But we're going to start by whipping 4 large eggs, and I'll tell you the ingredients as we go along, and I hope you enjoy this recipe from Phyllis Stokes. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. The first thing I have 4 large eggs at room temperature, and she doesn't do this, but I like to do this. I find it makes the cake really fluffy, and plus it's just kind of fun to do. But I'm gonna whip these until they get lemon in color, light and foamy and fluffy, and I'll bring you back when sugar first. And that's 2 cups of granulated sugar, and there's a secret ingredient in this cake, and it just adds a lot of flavor. It's really simple. There's not many ingredients. And I have an odd shaped pan. It's like a 14, I'll have to remeasure it. It's 14.5 by something, but it's, I'll show it to you. But I'm gonna whip these and I'll bring you back. You see my eggs are light and foamy, and sugar, I'm sorry. So now we're gonna take, I'm gonna move you over here, if I can get it to work right. And this is 3 cups of cake flour. Now, I ordered this cake flour from Amazon. I can't remember the name of it. It was like one of those bulk items. And she says to sift before measuring, but I just sift it as I go. And I'm going to add, I actually never sift before measuring. I find it to be too much trouble, actually. And I'm going to put 4 teaspoons of baking powder. That's 4 teaspoons. And we're going to put 1 teaspoon of salt. And my salt never goes through the sifter, so I'll just dump it out. So we're just going to sift this. And I just use this strainer. It works really, really well. I have one of those fancy sifters, but it's so fine that it's really hard to work, and I make a mess. This flour is really fine. You could use Swan's cake flour. See the salt right here? So I'll just dump it out like this, and I made a mess. So let's just push this back in. Now, I've been having this flour for a while. I hope it's still good. I'm sure it is, but okay. Now, this is the next step. Let me move you back over to the mixer. That's fluffy enough. Now I'm going to take this is a pint or 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. This is kind of your fat replacement, because you know normally cakes call for butter. So I'm going to turn the mixer on, and I'm going to slowly pour this in because it's cold. Because I don't want to lose all my fluffiness. Oh, that's pretty. I've made this cake quite a few times, but it's been probably a year since I really actually baked it. So I'm hoping that it comes out like it did in the past. So that's the whole container. Okay, now we're going to lower the mixer, and I'm going to put about, this is I love any kind of vanilla bean paste, but I hope you can see that. Okay, I'm going to add probably a big teaspoon of this, or 2 teaspoons. I like a lot of vanilla. You can flavor this any way you like, really. And then I'm going to take, now, this is the only one I could find. This is imitation butter extract. I'm going to add a teaspoon of this. This adds so much flavor and richness to this cake. I'm just going to estimate it, because actually this bottle's almost empty, so I'm going to pour it all. I have a new bottle in my cabinet. And now I'm just going to take the flour and just kind of pour it in slowly. This is, like I said, this cake flour, I read, it starts with a P. I apologize, I can't remember, but any cake flour is fine. This cake flour had like so many good reviews on it. I'm not the greatest cake baker. There was a time where you could see the books I have. I said I was going to do a cookbook video, and I haven't, because some of my books are all about baking, because I was very into baking, and then I kind of got interested in more savory cooking. So I have a lot of books of both, magazines. And you know, the honest truth is, I really overbuy magazines and I don't really use them as much. I need to declutter them, actually. But when I find my very favorite ones, I'm going to share it with you guys. And I'm going to share, actually, I'm going to share the ones that aren't my favorite as well. Because it's just my opinion and I just want you to know. But I can smell the butter extract. Let's turn it up a pinch. I don't know what this cap goes to. Oh. You don't want it too much. Now, you don't want that heavy cream to become whipped cream. So that's good. See, it's nice and thick. Oh, and there's flour all over here. I'm kind of messy lately. So let's move you over. I'm going to show you the size of the pan. This is like one of the Wilton pans you get from Walmart. Let me measure it again to show you. But actually, the video that I watched, she uses an 11 by 16 by 2. You could also probably use a sheet pan. I like this pan because it has a little thickness to it, the cake. But it's an odd shape. It's like 14 by 11 and a half. So let's take the batter and we're going to make sure that it's all, the flour is all mixed in nice and evenly. So it's really simple, few ingredients. I could scrape the bottom. And let's pour it in. Hope you can see. Look at that batter. It's just so pretty. And that whipping cream didn't have a lot of days left. Sometimes I'll buy ingredients, actually all the time. I buy ingredients and then I go, oh crap, what am I going to do with them? I have some lemons right now that I need to use. I'm not going to dehydrate them because I don't like them dehydrated. You can freeze the lemon juice or whatever, but I might make a cheesecake next. I haven't been making as many sweets because we've been kind of watching what we eat a little bit. But you know, you have to make dessert sometimes, even though it's summertime. So let's just kind of spread this out. See, it's not going to be super thick. You could probably bake this in I know you could bake this in 2 9-inch pans, round pans, or squares. The cake is usually so light and fluffy and moist. I'm baking it at 350, and I'll let you know exactly how long it takes. You want to kind of even it out. And you can kind of see the little vanilla seeds in it from the vanilla bean paste. And you want just take that off and just... Oh, God, I'm so messy lately. Just kind of shake it. So let me put this in the oven and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I just took it out of the oven. You can see how it's coming away from the pan a little bit, and it's a little uneven, but see how it's what do you call that? Spongy. But I did the toothpick test, and I actually like, I don't know if you can see that, but I actually like a tiny bit of crumbs to come out on my toothpick when I take cakes out. And I'm going to leave this in the pan. I'm not going to be taking it out, so it'll cook a little bit more. So I didn't want the cake to dry out, but it took about 37 minutes, which is not long. But I'm going to let this cool, and to be honest with you, it's almost my bedtime. So I'm going to let this cool overnight, and then tomorrow I might make a strawberry shortcake out of it or something cool. But I'll see you in the morning. It's Tressa again. So it's the next day, and the cake cooled in the pan overnight. And it's just so moist, and the best part is the top, but it's not overly sweet. This is the perfect cake for strawberry shortcake. So we played around today, and we cut it in half and just put some strawberries, and I actually used Cool Whip. But anyway, Ella loves this, so I'm gonna save this one for her. But I'm gonna taste this one. I actually like it plain. It's the perfect texture for a cake. I think I like this one better than what you would call a butter cake, I think. And it's not like a sponge cake. But it is fluffy. And you do beat the egg whites, but it's not really a sponge cake because it's got all the heavy cream in there. My mouth's dry because of all the tea I drink. But anyway, it's really good. I hope you give this a try. And the butter extract is the secret ingredient. I learned this from Phyllis Stokes. Her channel is like amazing. It's just Phyllis Stokes if you want to check it out. But thank you for watching. I hope you give this recipe a try. It's so simple and easy. And also, you could use this for cake balls. That would be a great cake. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't. And at the end of this video, before I end it, I just want to show you my tea. I didn't forget about it. It's still fermenting, but Ella's going to show you a shot of it. And I'm actually going to taste it for you. I forgot to get the straw out on camera because it's, see, I put the date on here, but you can see on the inside it just keeps making little bitty scobies, and eventually they'll attach. But I usually just take a clean straw, and then I carefully remove this, and I could have filled it up more, but I kind of stir it around, and it's all according to your taste. I could bottle it right now just like this if I want, but you know, I want to go for the second fermentation. Oh, not that one. That's got a little stuff on it. So I'm just going to taste it. It's still on there. Oh, it's okay.
Oh.
Okay. It's very close. It might be ready like tomorrow. I like mine a little bit vinegary. Not vinegary, but not too sweet. And it's still a little sweet, but it's really good. Like I said, you could drink it right now. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that I didn't forget, and I'm still working on this video. But anyway, thank you for watching again. I'm sorry I'm talking so much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you try the cake. Please subscribe if you haven't for more recipes, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.